Welcome to our 7th episode of Spirits and Supernatural. I am Jenny.
I am Dawn.
We are so thankful that you guys are here today, that we're so thankful we're going to celebrate Thanksgiving in this episode by making something extra special because Thanksgiving is next week. Dawn, do you do anything special for Thanksgiving?
Well, my brother was born on Thanksgiving, so it's always like my
every
brother's
7 years it falls on his birthday.
Yeah, so it's always birthday celebration / Thanksgiving for us. So
fun.
Yeah.
Well, today we are going to make, because we are staying along the lines of the family.
We're just jumping to
we did the Winchesters. Now we're doing the Campbell family. So we're not going to do them all individually. We're just doing a Campbell family broth-tail. What is a broth-tail, you might ask?
We don't know. We just found out.
We're making it up as we go along. So this drink, nope, I didn't pregame. That's me.
Jenny doesn't pregame.
This drink is going to, we're actually going to do 2 of them because, we need to try both. We have 2 versions of the Campbell family broth-tail. The first one is going to be a 3/4 cup chicken broth, heated, which we've already done, a 1/4 cup of vodka, or another drink if you prefer. And then we are going to, this recipe actually calls for a 1/2 teaspoon ground of allspice, but I don't particularly care for allspice, so we're not using that today. But after the chicken broth and the vodka, we're going to do a dash of soy sauce and a squeeze of lemon, and then we have some beautiful rosemary to garnish it.
Because we're all about the beautiful garnishes.
We are, and I feel like the Campbell family is all about beauty. Nope, they're not. They're mostly about killing
monsters.
Monsters.
Killing monsters.
Well, they weren't real friendly towards humans either. Let's
I suppose.
be truthful. So I'm going to let Dawn go ahead and start measuring out the vodka. And so what she's going to do is she's going to measure out the 1/4 cup of vodka. She's going to add in a dash of soy sauce and a squeeze of lemon. And then we will pour the chicken broth over top of that.
So just to be clear, we are not like each of us drinking a whole cup. We're going to split this between the 2 of us here.
Right.
So it'll end up being a 1/2 cup for me and a 1/2 cup for Jenny.
Yeah. Like they need to know.
I'm not brave enough to have, I think, a whole cup of chicken broth and vodka.
I know. It's going to be great.
I feel like before we've even had this, that this would be probably good if, like, this is kind of a hot toddy feel.
Yeah.
Except for usually hot toddies are made with tea, but we're going a little more savory with it on the broth side.
Yeah, that's us. We're savory.
We're savory.
We're saucy and savory.
Okay, so I'm going to mix some vodka and soy sauce and lemon juice to start us off.
Yes, and I am going to talk about the Campbell family a little bit. So, Dawn, what is your impression of the Campbell family as a whole?
Well, the first time that we meet the Campbell family is when Dean travels back in time, right?
Yes.
So we meet
Mary, Deanna, and Samuel.
Right.
Those are the only 3.
Yeah. So, like, that's all we know of the family. We don't get to meet a lot of, like, Winchester. We don't meet any Winchester cousins, like, outside of like, John and Henry, like, Grandpa and Dad.
No, I think there's one episode where that's talking about, I don't even know. I guess John was an only child. We never even met John's mom. Yeah.
We do in the Winchesters. If you ever watch that, you meet Millie.
I never watched it.
But that's like it. That's going to be my dash of soy sauce. And then I'm going to squeeze a little bit of lemon juice in here.
Yep.
All right.
Just squeeze that lemon juice in there. So when Dean first comes and he meets them and I can't remember.
This looks so unappetizing.
Does he tell Samuel that he's his grandson the first time they meet?
Not at first. Like, initially he's trying to go without it.
But it's in that episode, though, right?
Yeah. And actually, isn't it even when he tells Samuel, that's when he finds out Samuel's actually possessed by yellow eyes?
Yeah.
When he, like, reveals it. So, I mean, Samuel hears, but he doesn't, like, know,
Yeah, I know. So Dawn's getting ready to pour in each of our mugs, half and half, and then we will top it off with some chicken broth. I wonder if with our listeners, have any of you ever just had chicken broth? Like if you're sick or if you had to be on a clear liquid diet, I think it's pretty common. Dawn in her life has never just had chicken broth.
I don't have
That is
any
weird
memory
to me.
of just having chicken broth. Like chicken noodle soup, yes. And like soup broth, but I don't think I've ever just had chicken broth. I inhaled for a second there because I love gravy and I will just eat gravy.
That's disgusting. That is so gross. That makes me gag to think about. We are not making a gravy cocktail.
No, absolutely
ever.
not. No. But I have planned an entire meal around what can I make gravy to put on? What can I put gravy upon? Oh, yeah. I've definitely done that before.
Anyhow, in this recipe, I said anyhow. I was like, tell myself, don't say it. And now I've said it twice. The Campbell Family Broth-tail, I did use Campbell's soup. Because that's where the
Campbell's chicken broth.
Yes,
yeah.
The Campbell's chicken broth and the Campbell's beef broth, because that's how I came up with our Campbell Family Broth-tail.
What's half of 3/4?
1 1/4.
No.
Nope, that's 2 1/2.
We're not here for math.
Yeah.
I'm gonna eyeball this. Okay, it'll be fine.
0.33. Yeah, it'll be delicious. I'm sure, no matter what. If we have to pause and there's dead air, it's because John and I both had to step outside and throw up.
I'm going to go with that about. All right.
It's going to be great.
It's going to be fantastic.
I'm sure. Okay.
Right.
Here, let's clink our mugs.
Oh, this is whatever. Either one. We need our sprigs of rosemary, though.
So yeah.
We gotta get fancy in here.
Because we're so fancy. Let's get back to the Campbells. Mm-hmm. Deanna and Samuel. Deanna seemed like she was probably a very nice person. I didn't feel like she was a hunter per se.
The longest sprigs of rosemary I've seen in my whole life.
She was married to a hunter.
She knew how to hunt, though. She knew stuff about hunting. She wasn't dumb or oblivious.
Well, I mean, she knew what her husband and her daughter were doing, but I didn't get the impression that she really went out hunting.
Oh, maybe not. Well, I mean, one of the important parts
she died pretty
of
quick
hunting,
for being a hunter.
I don't know which way you want that sprig in there.
You just throw that in there. It looks like a Christmas tree.
It does look like a Christmas tree. I'm going to just...
But it's Thanksgiving.
Woo. I would maybe argue that an important job in a hunter family is that one steady person at home who, when you get home and you're covered in vampire blood or what have you and you're tired, like... Deanna's going to be there with a cup of warm broth.
Right. And she knows how to get out stains.
Yeah, I'm sure she knows how to get blood stains out. So
okay, we're going to stir this up a little bit.
The vodka with soy sauce in it did not look great, but you add the broth and...
It just looks like clear chicken broth.
It really does. And I love how aromatic the rosemary is.
It smells good. So we're
going
to take a quick
I might
sip.
Love this.
Unless it's too hot.
Here we go. Did we clink? Oh, well.
Oh, I think it tastes good. I like it. I need to see what you think. What do you think? Do you like it?
Actually, yeah.
Okay, see? Bad. I didn't do a bad thing after all.
It's a
Wait till we do the beef one.
It's a little bit weird. You're definitely like, this smells like chicken broth, and you've got that strong rosemary smell in there. And then you sip it, and it's got a little bit of burn.
Right. Yeah, that would be the vodka. Probably not the soy sauce. I think it tastes good, and it kind of reminds me of. I think I'm almost positive when I was sick, my mom used to just make me chicken bouillon broth. I remember that fondly, and I'm pretty sure she didn't add vodka to it. Actually, I'm 100% sure she didn't.
I can't imagine.
We never had alcohol in the house when I was growing up. But that's what it reminds me of. It just reminds me, it brings back fond memories. And now it's the adult version.
This would be, yeah.
Yeah, so this has chicken broth in it. It has vodka. I don't know if soy sauce has any good medicinal properties, but I think rosemary does. So I feel like if you're sick and you have a sore throat or something, I think this would be a lovely little sip to have.
Chicken broth is usually kind of salty. The soy sauce adds a little more salt to it, which probably affects the, acidity of the vodka. I'm talking like I know things.
We do. We know none of the things, but we talk like we know all of the things. I didn't have a sore throat, but now all of a sudden I can't talk, so maybe it wasn't as medicinal as I thought.
I would like to turn this into a gravy.
I am so grossed out by that. I'm going to add a little bit more lemon to mine. I don't know if do you think the Campbell family would have drank A little hot toddy. I think she probably, I feel like more like,
absolutely.
you think so? I think that more like she would have made like a hot chocolate Irish for them, maybe. Maybe chicken broth.
I don't know why. Chicken broth seems very like homey and kind of
And this was
rural.
the 70s, and I grew up in the 70s, and my mom made me chicken bouillon.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that could be.
Totally.
I think it's really good, and I would definitely drink this again.
Pleasantly surprised
I'm
at how
so
much
happy.
I'm enjoying this, actually.
Maybe we should have saved this one for the second one because I'm a little nervous about the next one. But let's get back to the Campbell family. So Dean travels back in time. He meets them. Papa Campbell dies. We talked about this in the Mary episode where she chose John over her dad.
Yeah.
And Deanna, she got taken out pretty quick by Yellow Eyes, and they're just...
No, in that scene, like, doesn't she, like... She comes out with, like, a gun or something. Like, she's like, something's not quite right. But because he's a demon, he takes her out no problem because they don't know how to fight demons.
Maybe she had a turkey baster. She was making broth.
Full of holy water, squirts it at the demon.
But she got taken out pretty quickly,
She did,
I felt like.
I did get a sense from Deanna that all of the, like, the warm friendliness that Mary had, I feel like she got from her mom. Whereas, like, all the practical hunter skills she got from dad.
That's fair. I would definitely agree with that. And Mary wanted to be out of hunting
life.
so
I feel like
badly.
Deanna was very much like, let her make her choices.
Yes.
Where Samuel... I feel like in a lot of ways, John Winchester and Samuel Campbell are kind of similar in the, like, I want you close to home where you're safe.
They talk about little girls marry their dads,
She just didn't know it.
Yeah.
Who John would become.
Right.
Yeah.
And he became that because of her decision, though, too. So she's partially
Remember that time
to
where I
blame.
was like, everything is Mary's fault?
Yeah. We can circle back to that all the time. And then after I think it's during season 6 when we meet some more Campbell family members. We assume Samuel's dead, and all of a sudden he's back. I'm not even sure what the point of all that was, honestly.
I mean, it was probably, the plot.
But why?
I don't know, because the forces that be are always trying to drive Sam and Dean apart.
Oh, okay. That's an
and
interesting take.
heaven's always like, well, we have to follow God's plan and whatever. Yeah. But then they start devising their own. So was it angels that pulled Sam and Samuel out, or was it demons? I don't remember.
I assumed it was Crowley because he was working for Crowley. Oh. And Crowley said, I'll bring your daughter back too. Which Crowley would not have had the authority to do that because she was in heaven.
Mary was in heaven.
Yeah.
But Crowley also had, like, the audacity to think he could.
Right. And he owns the moon, so maybe.
Alaska and the moon.
So I remember Christian Campbell. And, okay, I just looked it up. So there's Christian Campbell, Mark Campbell, Johnny Campbell, Tyler Campbell.
Isn't there a girl?
Yeah, but she's not listed. Well, there's a Moshi Campbell. I do not remember that person at all. Yeah, she was kind of a big deal. The woman, I don't remember. Shoot. Because she was in a couple of episodes. And she got killed by Dean when he had the conworm in him, right? Does that sound right?
I don't remember.
I think so, because that's when Samuel died, too.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't remember for sure. Obviously, we're not huge fans of the Campbell family. I don't know that they...
Like, I wanted it to be good. Because, you always want the boys to have family. But it always seems like their found family is actually the better family. Their
adopted family. Their family that doesn't end with blood family. Yeah. Gwen Campbell. That was her name. She was a pretty big deal. Yeah. I'm not sure why at first it didn't list her. I felt like out of all of them, she was the one that was maybe the most friendly. They were a very cold family. Like, when Dean comes...
They're very practical. It doesn't feel like a family. It feels like a business or like a special ops team or something more than a family.
Yeah.
When they're, like, doing stuff. But it's very much like follow orders and this is how we do things. And, like, the barn or whatever little thing they have is like a compound. It feels like a military compound, yeah.
Right, and they show up there with the shapeshifter baby. And Samuel's like, hey, are you still trying, you guys still trying to have a baby? And he's like, yeah. And he's like, here you go. It's a boy for now. Because it's a shapeshifter. Could have changed. Yeah, I wasn't a huge fan of the storyline of the Campbell family. I don't even know if they were necessary for that season, unless it was just because they were showing what Sam was like that year that he was apart from Dean. They had to show him with somebody, so they're like, let's show him with his grandpa, I guess.
Yeah.
In flashbacks, he was hunting.
And other times we see what it's like for Sam without Dean when he thinks there's no hope. And he becomes very, like, Unabomber kind of in his, like, routine and strictness and stuff. Mm-hmm. In that situation, we know that, you know, something's wrong with Sam. Something's different.
Yeah. But Samuel didn't even know. He spent like a whole year with him, but of course he wouldn't know because he didn't know Sam as an adult.
Yeah.
He would just say things like, there's something wrong with you, boy. He didn't know what was going on. And I don't think that he really cared a whole lot either. Sam was getting the job done. Yeah. Sam was going after all of the bad stuff and getting it done. And that's what Samuel cared about because they were on a mission to find all the alphas of all the monsters so that Crowley would bring back Mary.
And he was very focused on the practical and the pragmatic. And like, that's how Sam was at that time.
Yeah.
What he would usually do with like his emotions and like teetering and, you know, figuring out what's the moral way to do this. He wasn't doing it at that point in time, so he was
right. And Samuel didn't know
exactly the tool that Samuel needed.
That's very good. That's a good way of putting it, for sure. Because that's what he was. He a robot. He was a machine. He just did what he had to do, and he didn't care. Like, I mean, we're not going to talk about Sam a whole lot. He is a member of the Campbell family because his mom was a Campbell. But during that time, he just, with his, basically, if you ever watched Vampire Diaries, which I know you didn't, the vampires have this ability to turn their emotions off. And when they turn their emotions off, it's like free bird. They do whatever they want to whomever they want, whenever they want. And that's kind of what Sam was like. Basically, a guy who had turned his emotions off. Yeah. He slept with all these women that were married or paid for, and
which is not something he would have done otherwise.
Not at all.
Yeah.
And because he cared about people, and and this guy didn't, and he even let, like, Samuel approaches him and he's like, I can't help but think that you let your brother get turned into a vampire so we could find the alpha. Grandpa Samuel says that to Sam, and Sam's like, I would never do that, but that's exactly what he did.
Right. Well, I think Sam in that time is a lot like Cass in that he watches the people around him to learn how to act human.
Okay.
Or how to act like he has them.
So when he lost his soul, does that mean he just lost his memory on how to behave?
Well, the whole implication is that your soul is what causes you to have morals and have guilt and all of that. And so without that compass, you know, you don't act like the version of a good human that, you know, we think of.
Yeah. But Samuel, it didn't seem to bother Samuel a whole lot.
Oh, no.
And Samuel didn't really care for Dean. And I think that he didn't like Dean.
Because Dean, it's interesting for Dean, who is the one who was like very much about following his dad's rules and his dad's orders. He is not prepared to do that with Samuel, but he also doesn't have a relationship with him. So he's got no reason to like trust this guy and want to follow this guy who just shows up and is like, hey, I'm your grandpa, which Dean would have recognized him.
He did recognize him. Yeah. But he didn't
recognize him, and he's like, bro, I saw you die.
Yeah.
How are you here? Bro, he said to his grandpa, bro.
Yeah. Because he said, whatever brought your brother back brought me back too. Which we find out it wasn't. Initially, we think Crowley is the one that brought Sam back. But it was actually Cass. So does that mean Cass did bring Samuel back? I still think it was Crowley. I think Crowley found a way to get Samuel back.
Well, yeah, because he was using him, and he probably used the timing of getting Sam back as
diversion.
Yeah, absolutely. That's totally on brand for Crowley.
Yeah.
Like, how convenient that they're raising, you know, one Sam. Let me raise this other one for my own means, and they can spend a week trying to figure out who raised who and why or
or
whatever.
a year or more.
a year or what have you. Yeah.
I think Samuel didn't like Dean because I think Samuel saw himself in Dean.
In what way?
Well, so you think Samuel didn't have any memory of them visiting in the 70s? Or do you think he did? Because, I mean, would his memory have been wiped? I mean, he died that night after meeting his grandson. I think that he remembered.
Okay.
Because he
So
seemed
he
to
would have been
accept,
like,
he seemed to accept Sam real quickly,
Yeah.
it seems like. He didn't meet Sam.
Didn't they, like, find Sam? Because Samuel came back and, he's got his orders from Crowley. And he goes to find all of these Campbell cousins and he finds Sam.
Okay. I wasn't sure how they found one another.
Because Sam says they found me.
Yeah. I just feel like Samuel is a very much get the job done.
Absolutely, yeah.
And I think that he sees that in Dean.
Well, didn't we say that we thought Dean was more like a Campbell? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
Yeah.
that tracks.
So I think that when you see the worst of yourself in somebody else, you tend to maybe not like that person. And I think that he sees the worst of himself in Dean. I don't know. Just a theory.
Or maybe he sees the best of himself in Dean, and that's why he can't like Dean, too.
Yeah.
Because he reminds him...
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
But are you ready to move on to our beef broth tale? Are you scared?
I shouldn't be as scared because the chicken broth one was actually better than I expected. So there's that. So I guess let's try the beef one. Okay. This is made with rum.
It is.
I don't drink a lot of rum.
Rum is usually I usually prefer rum if I'm going to be drinking any kind of liquor.
Are we doing this the same way, mixing stuff in the mug and then?
Yep.
All right.
So the first thing that we're going to add, we have different cups. Here you go.
We're not mixing liquors and broths.
Oh
here.
no, that would
be a
have
hot
cross
mess.
contamination.
Okay, what are we
chicken
doing?
And beef. For this one, we are going to do a quarter cup of rum, and then we're going to do a dash of Worcestershire sauce, and a squeeze of lime.
I like lime. Lime is my favorite. Acid? Is that weird?
When you're dropping acid, lime's her preference. I prefer lemon, personally.
No, that's a little too much.
That's okay.
Just
We're fine.
It's a little too much.
We're fine.
It's only like, I was going to say half an ounce too much. Like, that's not a lot. And whatever. It's broth. It'll be great.
Well, it's rum. It's what you're doing.
She's pouring the rum. It's going to be in broth.
And now she's adding the lime. The lime smells good. These limes are kind of anemic. They're like really light, but they smell good.
They are a very pale green.
She did the rum. She's doing the lime. And then she's going to add the dash of Worcestershire sauce.
I'm so proud of how confident you are at pronouncing Worcestershire.
Yeah. Am I saying it wrong?
No, it's just everybody, like, the amount of people who have
Yeah.
The Worcestershire sauce.
The Winchester sauce. We call it
How
the
is
Winchester.
a splash of that different than a dash of soy?
Well, probably because it isn't.
Is Worcestershire more concentrated? Worcestershire? That's what I always feel like I have to
It might be a little thicker than soy sauce. I really don't know. I've never measured the viscosity. Like when we talked about the viscosity of blood, we've never done it with that either. How's it smell? Just the rum and lime? Probably just smells like
rum and lime.
Like a margarita.
It's slightly tannish with the Worcestershire in there. So I'm going to split this between our mugs, and then we're going to add 3/4 cup of beef broth and split that up.
Yep. I got beef broth here too.
I feel like I have to mentally prepare myself for this crap.
The first one was pretty good. I thought it was good. I drank the whole thing. And I didn't think, it had that little bit of the warmth from the vodka, but I didn't feel like I could taste the vodka in it at all. Did you think you could?
A little bit, maybe.
I didn't know. I think that, I had a little bit of extra lemon to mine, and I left my rosemary in it the whole time.
I think leaving the rosemary in it was great. I think the heat of it,
Do we want to add rosemary to this one, too?
We might.
We can. We can do whatever we want. We're making it up as we go, so we can do it.
Yeah, I liked how, the heat of the broth kind of infused the rosemary into it.
It made it smell really good.
It's got very fancy. It got infused.
Yes. See, we are fancy.
We're so fancy.
So fancy.
Ooh, I'm spilling.
don't burn yourself.
No, I'm mostly just spilling broth on the table.
That's okay. That's why we have a tablecloth. But back to the Campbell family. I don't know. I just didn't like them.
I don't think they were put on the show to be liked.
That's good because then they were successful in what they did.
I think they were put on the show as like
filler. I don't know. They kind of felt like filler.
I don't think it was filler. It's like there's other characters that, you're like, oh, and you can remember things that happened because of these like people of questionable morals. I've been watching some season 3 lately, and Bella Talbot's in there. You kind of like Bella as a character, or like, I don't know, you have a fondness for her or whatever. Yeah. But she never is a good guy.
No. She double crosses the Winchesters at every turn. And I kind of feel like the Campbells were kind of like that too.
I mean, I don't know. I think that the cousins were influenced by Samuel.
So the cousins were following Samuel the way that Dean followed his dad, essentially, is what you're saying.
Yeah, and I don't think that
like
makes the
Campbell
cousins
soldiers.
Yeah, I don't think that makes the cousins like bad people. I think it has to do with
how they were raised.
They're following their, Grandpa's orders, and Grandpa was of questionable morality.
Yeah. I'm just going to reuse my chicken sprig of rosemary. See how this goes.
The whole way you phrased that was just...
Chicken sprig? Chicken sprig. I don't know. Don't ask me what I'm talking about. You can take a picture because we're using a beautiful mug from Dawn's friend. And what is the name of her business?
Jackpot Pottery.
Jackpot Pottery. Is it in Medina?
Medina at the Common Ground.
Yeah. Well, thank you for the Jackpot Pottery. It's quite lovely, and it's perfect for our Campbell Family Broth-tail. I feel like people could make this easily for Thanksgiving with turkey broth.
When you have that family member that you don't really want to interact with, just pour a little rum or vodka into the broth, and everything will get better. Yeah,
you won't care that they're talking politics or religion at the table. You're just like, excuse me, I have to go to the kitchen to baste the turkey, and I'm just going to put some of that broth in my cup. All right, are you ready to try this beef one?
All right, here
Let's
we go.
I think I like it better. I think it's the Worcestershire sauce because I love Worcestershire sauce because I love Chex Mix. It's probably
that was a whole adventure. Everything you just said. I love this because I love that because I love other unrelated things.
I think I like this one better than the chicken one.
So I don't eat beef.
Oh, no, I forgot about that.
But I like this.
Do you like it? Okay, good. It's not going to hurt your stomach, is it?
No, it's not.
Okay,
no.
good.
It's not any measurable amount of beef that's going to upset my stomach.
I am very, very happy with our Campbell Family Broth-tails. I think people should definitely try these. I think they're really good.
I'm really surprised. You can't taste the rum in that.
I felt like I could taste the rum a little bit more than I could taste the vodka, and you felt like you could taste the vodka more than you taste the rum. That's funny. I get that everybody's palate is different.
Yes, absolutely.
But we agree that we like these.
It's probably that I can't taste the rum because I'm not used to the taste of beef, and so that's overpowering it for me.
And Worcestershire sauce is it's a strong flavor.
It is, yeah.
So, yeah.
But I
like
think it's
it
good.
a lot.
I agree. And then we just threw our sprigs of rosemary right in there, too.
We did. And a little bit of lime. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was really scared about these.
She was. For like every day we work together, and every day we're just like, I'm not sure about this, so I'm really
We're going to do it. The things that we do for this show.
Yes, for you. We try, viewers, or listeners, we try this.
If you are viewing us, how do you know where we are?
I'm a little frightened. If you're listening to us, I highly recommend this. I think it's really, really good. We, of course, will have the recipe for you. And then, obviously, if you're doing a mocktail, basically, you're just going to warm up some chicken broth, beef broth, and you're going to add in the lemon or the lime and a dash of the soy sauce, the Worcestershire sauce, and a sprig of rosemary. And then that's your mocktail. You're just not going to add the alcohol. And it's really quite delicious. This is a great fall drink. This is a great Thanksgiving drink. I'm very pleased with this. Next year, so every other year, our family, my cousins do Thanksgiving together every other year. Okay. So it's not this year, but next year. And I'm thinking maybe I ought to take me some Broth-tails.
Spread the joy.
Yeah, I think that most of them would like it.
Maybe really we'll get sponsored by Campbell's Soup.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure they're listening to the podcast right now. I'm waiting. Right. Or the Worcestershire people.
Mm-hmm. Or the rum people.
Or, yeah, all the people.
All the people.
Or rosemary. We're looking for anybody who wants to...
the rosemary people.
The rosemary
will
people.
Totally sponsor us.
Yes, for sure. So, long story short, short story long, however you want to say it.
I feel like for us it's always short story long or long story longer.
It could be. That's okay. But, I mean, this is a lot of vodka and rum in one sitting for me. I think consensus, I'm taking a survey.
Between the two of us?
Yeah, raise your hand if you liked the Campbell Family.
Oh, all of our viewers can see all of the hands
raised.
If we liked the Campbell Family.
Yeah, I like Dean and Sam.
Also known as Dam.
Dam and Scene. I like Dean and Sam, who were part of the Campbell Family. Mm-hmm. And that's where my love of the Campbell Family ends.
Oh. Like I said, I like the cousins. I think that it would have been neat to see more with them. If
they
we
were
could
so
have.
cold, though.
I think that they had to be.
Well,
I think that. Well, had they been raised hunters too?
You got to assume that they were.
But
by
like
the way
Campbell
they acted.
Style hunters, which.
Good.
Campbell Family hunters.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I liked the cousins. I feel like there could have been some cool, better stuff with the cousins, but they got ruined by Grandpa.
That could be. And then they got died real fast. I know what I said. I'm sticking with it.
They got died.
They got died real quick. I guess there's just not a whole lot to say about them because we really didn't see a lot of them.
We didn't. I think that whole like season or the time that we did get to see them was very important, pivotal, like because it really gave us. We got to see Sam when he was changed, when right after
the backstory. Yeah. I think, but I don't know. I feel like that could have been a backstory with him hunting with anybody. He could have been hunting.
To be family.
It could have been hunting with Martin.
An important theme in the show that I think it's important that they showed family.
Yeah, but why did all of their family have to be such
dicks?
Poo-poo heads? Okay, I'll go with your word.
Because hunting messes you up. That's why. It messes everybody up, even people with the best intentions. Even when they met hunters that were siblings or hunters that were married, they weren't happier when they were, or like better off because they were with family. They were still messed up.
True.
Maybe the more family you're with, the more messed up you get. And that is my theme for Thanksgiving this year.
So it's just going to be you and Tim at home with the cats, is what you're saying?
Actually, no. We're going to be with his family, which they're wonderful people, and I love them.
Do they listen to the podcast?
Nope.
Well, there you go. You know how to get through the day. Now you know. You can add a little bit of rum.
Don't drink.
Or a little bit of, well, they don't need to know you are.
I'll just show up with my thermos. And
with your thermos,
I'll be the best auntie ever at Thanksgiving.
You're like, boy, Dawn was a lot of fun this year.
Oh, I'm always the fun one.
Oh, sorry.
It's because I'm not related by... No. Why did this just go into my family Thanksgiving?
I don't know. There's a little bit of therapy session here as well.
Maybe it's the rum in my broth.
It could be. Oh my gosh, I thought you were going to say the rum in my bra. I don't know why.
That's me at Thanksgiving with a little bottle of rum and I'm pulling it out of my
flask in her bra.
You're the one who has a flask.
Oh, well, I don't carry it in my bra. I can tell you that. All right.
You're learning so much about us. Should we rate these Broth-tails?
I think that we should.
Before we go off the rails?
It's too late for that. Let's try to steer the boat back on the rail, but I'm pretty sure that would be drive the train. Just saying.
Did you drink all of the one, and now you're going to drink
I drank all of my chicken one, and I'm probably going to drink all of my beef one. I'm not driving anywhere today.
That is correct.
I'm good.
All right. So, certified swig system time. I wrote these down in the order I remembered them and not the order we usually do them in. So,
okay, that'll work.
First, based on taste.
I'm giving it... Well, we're just going to rate them
together.
Yeah. I give mine a full swig. I like both of these a lot.
I was pleasantly surprised, so I'm also going to give them both a full swig.
Yay.
How well do we think that the Broth-tail matches the Campbell Family?
All right, so just because I used Campbell's soup doesn't really make it match the Campbell Family. Mm-hmm. So I'm probably going to just have to give it like a half a swig, because I don't really see them sitting around enjoying a Broth-tail together. I just don't.
I can see them sitting around enjoying
just a shot of rum.
Yeah.
But they're not going to take the time to warm up broth.
I mean, not like the post-Hell Samuel Campbell family, no. I still would go back to Deanna is like, she's the cozy comfort home. Okay. So she might.
So what are you giving it? How many swigs?
I feel like I have to give it a half anyways, because it's only halfway homey.
Okay, homie.
No, I meant...
I know you. Okay, home skillet.
That is
all
not
right.
what I meant at all, but thank you. Okay. The mocktail ability of these is very easy.
Yeah.
Because you could do it with non-alcoholic rum or vodka, or you could just do it with the broth with a
right.
little spice and
you wouldn't
seasoning.
you're just basically warming up broth and drinking it.
So, a full swig for
full
both
swig
of us?
for sure.
All right. And then the ease of making. This was by far one of the easiest ones that we've done, I would say.
The hardest part was, and it wasn't even hard, was just warming up the soup, I guess, or the broth, and I just did that on the stovetop.
I didn't have
so
to
it
do
wasn't
that at
hard.
all, so it was super easy for me.
I just warmed it up and I poured it in my Yeti because that kept it warm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but like squeezing
a
juice,
lemon and lime and putting a sprig.
Dash of something
and
in
yeah,
there.
the rosemary, I got it pre-picked, sprigged from the store.
Pre-sprigged?
Pre-sprigged. I didn't even have to go sprig it myself. So, yeah, I think it was good.
I would have to agree. It was very
Full
easy.
swig. So what we got? 3.5 swigs for this drink?
From both of us, which gives you 7 out of 8.
That's pretty good. And I think it's only because I just don't see them warm and cozy drinking a Broth-tail together. It's because I used Campbell's. Because I used Campbell's, and that's what gave me the idea. I was racking my brain. I'm like, how are we going to do the Campbell broth? How are we going to do the Campbell cocktail? I was just like...
A Campbell family thing.
Yeah, and I couldn't think of anything. And I'm like, well, Campbell's soup. And then I just came up with this idea.
You got to have a cocktail that's got deception in it. Yeah. A lot of coldness between family.
Soy sauce and Worcestershire sauce. You're not expecting that in a cocktail usually. It's kind of a surprise.
Well, mostly you're not expecting vodka in your chicken broth.
Well, yeah, I guess that depends on your family also. I liked it, though. I'm glad we did it. Mm-hmm. It was good. And I think it's perfect for this time of year, for Thanksgiving.
I think so, too, yeah.
I don't know. Thanksgiving, I'm in charge of Thanksgiving this year with my kids. I don't have to drink when I'm around my kids. We're good.
I'm glad.
I might just drink it because it just tastes good. Mm-hmm. I liked it. And like I said, people could definitely make it with their leftover turkey broth if they use turkey broth for anything.
Well, sometimes people take the broth and that's what they make the gravy from. But
back to the gravy.
I love some gravy.
We go full circle. I think it's time to end this.
All right.
Thanks for joining us. Everybody have a happy Thanksgiving. Mm-hmm. And if you drink responsibly.
Yes.
And love your family, even if less is more sometimes. Thanks for joining us. Have a great day.
Bye.